Hello everyone. In this video we will be talking about HTML formatting. What all can you format? Of course there are a lot of formatting which is possible in HTML, but we will be looking into bold, italics and underline, and we will also look into strong and emphasized along with these two, right? So first we'll start with bold. Bold, as the name suggests, it's about if you want to make something bold, look bold when user reads it, then you can use the bold tag, that is B tag. So this is how you do it. You have a paragraph, and inside that paragraph some part of it you want to be bold, so you will write the B tag here, and B tag ends here, and whatever is there inside this text, whatever text is there inside this B tag will get bold. So if I were to show this to you in my, I'll show this to you in my web page that I'm working on. So let me first make a P tag, and then I made a B tag, and as you can see my text editor is kind of helping me a lot here. I don't need to type everything when it comes to closing the tags. So I'll write this is a bold tag, right? And I save it, and when I go back to my website, then I should be able to see the changes there. So let me take you to the website. So this is the website which we are working on, and as you can see this is a bold tag is appearing. Now let me show you how the P is actually working here. So if I were to type anything here, this is not bold, and then if I were to save it and then I'll refresh it, you can see that this is not bold and this is a bold tag, right? Now let's see what else do we need to study. Now we also need to look at the italics one. So the way italics work is, if you wish to make some text italicized, then simply put it inside the I tag. Like I wanted to make this look italicized, so pardon my pronunciation if it's italicized or italicized, I'm not sure, but I hope you get the gist of it. Now let me take you back to, here I'll type. Again I will have to, and please make sure that you will have to put P tags around this. So that is what I'm doing. And now I'll write this is going to be italicized. Shucks, yeah, italicized. And just to test it out if I tag is really doing its job, or is it the P tag. This is not italicized. Yeah, so I saved it, and now let me take you back to my web page. Let me refresh it. Yeah, this is not italicized and this is going to be italicized, right? So this is how you can see that things are changing. And now let's see what's in store for us now. Underline. So if you want to underline something, what to do, you just have to put it inside the U tag. I must correct this here. This is actually a U tag, not B tag. So I will go and make the corrections here only, as in when I type I will not make this mistake, sorry. So this is normal text, and underlined one is, this is going to be underlined. So I save this, and let me show it in my website. As you can see, this is a normal text and this is going to be underlined. So this is working fine with us now, and let's see what is next that we need to study now. So there's another tag called as strong tag. So if you were to put something in bold, but you also want the servers which are hosting your website to realize that it's a strong, or rather a bold text, then you can use a strong text. Now what do I really mean by this is that the strong tag is actually very similar to B tag for a normal user who is viewing the page on a browser. However, strong informs the browser about the intended semantics of the text. Now what does this line really mean is that you also need to sometimes tell your browser that this text is actually bold or strong, right? One of the cases where this is required is, for example, if a visually challenged user, when uses a software to hear a website, she or he will be informed by the software about the strong tag. This will make the user aware of the context. Now, what I'm trying to say here is that let's say you were to, let me take you back to, yeah, here. So let's say there is this website that you're working on and you want to just bolden something. So you will write bold and then say this is bold, right? All right, this will look like a bold text, which is absolutely fine. Now, the problem with this is, or rather, the limitations of a bold tag is that this is going to be visible only to a user of the website or reader of a website who can actually see the website, right? So there are users who cannot really, who are visually a little bit challenged and they're not able to read the websites. So what these people can do is they can use softwares which can read websites for them, right? So this website, sorry, the softwares which they are using will require some kind of hint or rather some kind of information regarding such bold texts, right? And these softwares will never be able to really detect the bold tag, right? So what you need to do is you will have to put this thing inside a strong tag. So strong tag does the same job as the bold tag, but when this website will be read by a software, the software will tell the listener of the website that this text which I just emphasize upon, or this text which I just spoke, is actually strong, is actually bold, right? Because if there is a huge paragraph and there are 5 words in that paragraph which are bold, they are bold because of some reason. You want to tell the user that these are important words, right? So to a listener of a website, by using this tag, you can let the software know that this word or whatever text is there inside the tag strong is actually bold, and they should inform the listener of the website about this, right? So if I were to take you to my website and show you, so let me refresh it. Yeah, it's not showing up here. The reason is that I have not saved this, right? As you can see, the editor is showing this dot here, which basically means that I have not saved it. Yeah, now I did Control plus S and now it is saved. Now you can see this is bold and this is strong. As you can see that both of these are looking exactly same. There is no difference in these two. But when a browser will read these two, the browser will be able to make the difference between these two. And if a software is being used to read this website, whenever this line comes, the listener of the website will be told about something written over here being strong, or like probably the depending upon the software that is being used, the narrator of the software can emphasize this thing while narrating the entire website, and that definitely creates a very good impression and a very good feeling to the listener. Now the next one is EM tag. So EM tag is very similar to strong tag in its functionality and in its reason for being there. So like strong is for bold, EM is for italics. So in case you are going to put something in an italics in your website and you are concerned about the listeners of the website or somebody who is not able to really see the website, then you can use an EM tag, which basically stands for emphasis. And once you use the tag, you are informing the browser that this text over here or some text is italicized, and the browser can take relevant actions, or the software can take relevant actions, as in if the software is programmed to speak that word in a particular way, then the software can make that decision, right? So this is what EM tag stands for. And let's now talk about subscript. Subscript is basically if you want to put something like this, let's say you want to write a text which is like this. I want to put some text slightly below the normal text level. So let's say this is what you wanted in your website, then you can do that by using this tag p. I want to put some text slightly below the normal text level, right? So this thing is basically used most of the times. This is used either to give references. Let's say you want to give some kind of reference to some word or some sentence that the reader is reading. And for that reference you can write some text below the normal level, and once they can go below that page and then they can read the reference of that whatever text that they are reading right now, right? Or I'm sure if you've studied chemistry then in chemistry, we put subscripts to molecules and atoms and whatnot. So that is where you can use subscripts. Now, before we move ahead, we will clean up the file that we created so that if need be, we can use it in again the future. You have seen that I've created mess in the file while explaining things to you. So we will be just cleaning it up a little bit. And when I say cleaning it up, I will be basically working on the UX and UI part. What I really mean is that I want that website to look little beautiful. I want to beautify the website, right? Before we move ahead, and that's what the trekkers should actually do. If you like a place, you camp there, great. But when you move away from that place, you should clean up that place, right? Because you never know, you might again want to come back. And definitely that's the golden rule of trekking. You don't mess up a place where you really enjoyed your time, right? So see you in the next video. Please subscribe to the channel, and do let me know if you have any doubts. Thank you so much.